this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is another process video for tracking my scrappy life and it's week 6. So I slowed this part down. I wanted to show you that I took the Catherine Pooler's mood board stencil that I showed you in the monthly spread, and I took it and I did the outskirts of it. So what I decided to do, instead of doing it as a mood tracker, which I've stated in the past that I don't track my mood, it's just something that is not for me. I don't really need to. And I turned it into my weekly spread instead. So I'm just making sure that all my lines match up and they're straight along the jar. And then on this particular one, I do my Saturday and Sunday spread on there. And then the other jar that I have done as well will have my Monday through Friday. And I'm just filling in everything. And then I decided to get out a thicker pen and outline it so you can really see the jar, and then the little thin lines will be through the middle of it to, you know, break it up. And I do realize that I forgot to turn the camera off, so you'll see me do a lot of coloring on here, which is great, and it can do a lot of chatting for me. And I'm just tracing it around and I'm getting it ready to go for it to be used. And there's the stencil that I was talking about. And what I decide to do with the hearts is I'm going to color them in and make it look like a jar full of happiness or a jar full of hearts. And I do it on both. This one I get it a little bit fuller with hearts, and the other one I do less because I have to get Monday through Friday on my layout, or on the spread. I did use Close to My Heart products and Catherine Pooler's Canvo stuff that she does. Like I said, I'm not a designer or affiliate with her. I just like her product, and that's what I've been using for the month of January, and then obviously this month. And it gets me to use my stamps, which is what I really like. And I'm just placing the hearts just kind of here and there just to make it look like a full, like it's a full jar of hearts is kind of my goal. And then I trace the other side. Now, you guys do know that I do the block of the weeks, and that I did off camera because I've done it now for 5 weeks, and I figured you guys already know how to do that part, so I took that off. And I already did up my 2 bullet blocks with the drop shadows. I already did all of that because really you guys know how to do that, and I'm on a week where I don't need 3, so it made it a little bit easier where I can doodle a little bit more because I don't need 3 of them because it's off week of my bill, or my bill's week, which really I just put it on there for the sake of putting it on there to give up some space, I guess. I also am going around and closing up everything, and that's what I'm doing to make it a full jar. And now I come in with my 3 colors. I'm using the same 3 colors that I used last week and for my monthly spread. And I'm doing the drop shadows in the navy blue, and then I'm coloring in obviously the little month tracker that you see me doing right there. And then I do the seal of the jar, which is the second little piece, is going to be navy blue, along with my drop shadows on my 2 bullet journals there, or the bullet sections that I drew out. And then my lids are going to be teal. I thought it would be something a little bit different to do. And I did get out my jelly roll pen, and I realized, I think by me researching what I have researched, I think my jelly roll pens are old, and I think the ink is starting to dry up, and I think that's the reason why it's not showing up like it should. I'm gonna test it out one more time because you don't even see that it works on here. And I barely can see the effect of it after it all dried and said and done. So I think they're just old, but I could be totally wrong. But with the research, mine are about 2 years old, and I think that could be the reason why. So I'm just going to check it out and see if I buy a new one, if it does the same thing. And it could be the markers that I'm putting it on. I don't know, because I'm using colored markers versus black. But anyway, so I'm here now getting the rest of it, and this is where I come in to color the hearts. Now, it is very, I guess, enthusing for me to color. And I realized that I left quite a bit of this on, so I do a bunch of coloring, and I just randomly color the hearts. There's no like rhyme or reason to why I color the colors the way I do or any of that sort. I just wanted them to be colored and pretty. I do on one of my Close to My Heart stamps, it Feels Like Home stamp. It's got like water splatters, and I use that as like glitter. So towards the end of this video, you'll see what I mean is that once I get everything colored in and get it going to the way I want it, I take that on the outside with my sea glass ink pad, and I just dabble it around to make it look like hearts and glitter. And then on the bottom, I do the same style of the heart flowers like I did in the monthly spread and in the weekly spread to keep that theme going, because it works out perfect. And the wording that I have on the side, I found two of them. One of them is my own personal series, like thought process, and then the other one is from Pinterest. And I haven't been able to like officially announce it yet. I've been talking over and over with something in my career for substitute teaching, and I'm waiting for that to officially, either it is a yes or a no, and then I can go from there. So my brain was thinking of this. I just placed the word February down on that jar, and then on the other side I do week 6, and then I start to do my Monday through Sunday with the blue sapphire throughout all of them. And then I do my bullet journaling along the side as well. And the two quotes, the first quote is mine. I state, "I am a very private person, yet I am an open book. If you do not ask, I will not talk." And then the other one that I found on Pinterest, it states, "Always remember to fall asleep with a dream and wake up with a purpose." I absolutely love those two. I think that they work out perfect for this spread, and it was really like what I've been thinking about, because this particular thing that came along with my teaching came on Friday, and so I've been doing a lot of soul searching and devotion and all that kind of stuff, because it is if it works out, it'll be different for our family, but if it doesn't, it is what it is. So I'm hopeful, and I'm hoping that it works out the way I want it. So here I am, I'm placing down the week 6. I've got out my little alphabet. It's called Modern Typewriter Alphabets. And it looks just like you're typing with, if you had a typewriter. And so that's what I'm putting in there. It's week 6, and you can really, I know it's tiny on my screen, but you can really see it in real life that I did put week 6 there. And I do place the numbers 0 or the 4th through the 10th in the pink raspberry color. And here, that's what I'm doing now. And I do my bullet journaling, like the little circles. That stamp was from Catherine Pooler as well. And then one of them is called YouTube. The other one is my reading for the week. And let's see here. I'm putting down the days. And then I don't do too much. I do put down the days that I have YouTube, and like my daughter's progress report, and what days I'm subbing and what days I'm at the exchange. And then I pretty much heart away on the bottom, and then it's pretty much done. This spread only took me about, I would say all in all probably an hour, which is one of the quickest spreads that I was able to do this time. And I don't know if it would have probably been shorter, really, if I didn't have to color, or if I choose not to color in all those hearts that you see that's colored there. I probably would have gotten this down to like 45 minutes. So I thought that was pretty good, considering that a lot of my other spreads have been a lot longer. So here I go. Now I found all of the hearts that I absolutely loved in the collections, whether it was from Catherine Pooler's February collection, my Feels Like Home scrapbooking collection, and then the one from Heart Happy as well. I just place all these little different colors. I just kind of place a little bit of them in the jar, and I'm just like playing around trying to get all the hearts done and whatnot. I got something on my white desk, not sure what it is. So I placed hearts coming off of the jar just to add, again, that heart feel all the way through this spread, this weekly spread. And I thought I was going to use the jar right there full of hearts, and then I decided not to because I wasn't sure where I would put it. It would have looked weird. It isn't weird for this theme, but it would have looked weird because of how I did this. And I'm just placing these different hearts and these different colors all around, just going through the different styles, making the heart flowers stand out on the bottom. I hope that you're enjoying this. I know that this isn't for everybody, but it's once a week, and I hope that the ones that do watch it are enjoying the spreads that I have done. Make sure that you do like and subscribe. I do have regular 12 by 12 layouts. I do Traveler's Notebook. I do mixed media. I do quite a bit of everything. I try to dabble in things a little bit here and there. And February is full of items. I'm pretty well packed with free of whatever I feel like doing. That is what I like about it. It's pretty cool that way. And let's see here, what am I doing next? I am getting out different colors, and I'm still putting down a bunch of the hearts, and I just place them oddball-y all over the place. It doesn't matter where I put them. I just want hearts everywhere, and I place little hearts in this jar. Like I said, I make that particular jar full of hearts, and then this one here, I just kind of place them off to the edge, and then I get all the glitter. Once I get to that point of the glitter, I just place the glitter everywhere. And this is pretty much about all I do. I do also get out, there is a heart arrow that Catherine Pooler has on her February stamp set, and I place that in different spots. I use the 3 colors and kind of dabble it 3 different times just to add a little bit of, I guess, break things up a little bit. And now I'm using the sea glass, and here I am. This is where the glitter comes in. You can't see it at all, but it's very thin, and that's what I like about it, because it added just that little bit of something in it, and it makes it look like the hearts are in the middle of all of the glitter. And I place them all over the place, just kind of wherever I feel like it on the spread, just to add a little bit of pizzazz to the white space that's on it. And it's not that I add too much, because you can't even tell unless you're physically looking at it, like hardcore looking at it. You don't even see it. It's just a light hint of that, I guess. And this is where I go in with the arrows, and then that's pretty much it. So I'm going to leave you with that, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye!